Andy or Bonnie?
That's like forcing us to choose between our children.
Literally our two kids.
I'm going to make you some random questions and you have to choose like the best option, okay? It's going to be very quickly. First of all, Woody or Buzz?
Woody.
Team Bo Peep or Jesse?
Bo Peep.
Jesse, I'm going Jesse.
Rex or Ham?
Oh, Rex.
Rex, yeah.
Mr. or Mrs. Potato?
I gotta say
Oh,
Mr.
wow.
I like Mr.
I always
Potato
think of
Head.
them as one character
Yeah.
almost. So I'll say Mr. Potato Head's arm. I don't know.
That specific?
That's specific.
Sid or Lotso?
Sid.
I'm going Lotso.
Andy or Bonnie?
That's like forcing us to choose between our
Literally,
children.
literally our two kids.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take Andy.
I'll go with Sid.
Sid?
Sid.
Or Bonnie?
You know that here in Mexico we love Pixar movies, but what would you say? I know you when you produce them, you don't think like only in Mexico, but what would you say it's the secret formula that this kind of movies has, so they are like a total success here in Mexico?
We love Mexico so much. We love coming here, and you know, my dad's side of the family is Mexican. I have roots in Mexico. I think there's something. All our movies are about relationships. When you strip them all down, they're about relationships and families and dynamics between groups. And I think there's something deep and rich here about in Mexican culture about family and understanding and togetherness. I mean, I just feel it when I'm here, and I feel it in my family. And I think there's something universal because it's not just Coco. It's Inside Out. It's all the films that are so warmly received here, and we're so grateful for that. But so when I kind of strip it all the concepts and plot away, I think it's because they're about relationships.
Have you ever felt like Forky? I mean that you have to be something that you don't want to be in your life, in your career?
Yes.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
This isn't the exact same thing, but I'll tell you quickly, is that I have felt the way that Forky doesn't understand what's happening. That's how I felt a lot of the time. And my wife pointed this out to me when I came home and I was telling her about Forky and how we were discovering his character, and she said, "Oh, that's you." I went,
Forky.
"What?"
Yeah.
And she said, "You're Forky. You're the new time director, and you're trying to figure it all out." And I went, "Oh, I guess so." So I have felt that part of it before, just kind of going, "What is happening here?" And I think that's kind of relatable. I see my kids going through it as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they go to a new school or new friends, whatever. So it's dealing with the new and transitioning.
This movie, and you have to tell me if I'm right, it's about like stop clinging to the past, maybe.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of it. It's I kind of sum it up with transition. Everybody's kind of going through a transition. Woody's in a new room. He's going to struggle with what's going to happen next. He doesn't know. Bonnie's just not going to play the same way that Andy did with him. It's just not, she's a different kid. So he's dealing with this transition. Bo Peep has gone through a transition. Forky doesn't want to be any part of being a toy, so he's struggling with that as well. I think all the characters in this film are struggling with transition in one way or another. So it's letting go, but also just accepting the new as well.
And it's pretty cool that Bo Peep has this strength that we didn't see before.
Yeah.
And it's very, I think it's a really great time to tell a story about a girl who is that strong.
Well, you're right. We didn't see it much before, but when we looked back at 1 and 2, Toy Story 1 and 2, she was always strong. She always was the one that was sort of being the conscience for Woody and reminding him who he was and what he had to do. And when he would doubt himself, she was the one that would step up. But she was always sort of I mean, she's only in those movies 6 or 7 minutes. So we thought, what a great opportunity to not only, one, explain where she went, you know, why she was absent from 3, but 2, reintroduce her almost as a new character. Like we kind of thought of her as the true realist of Toy Story. Like, she's been through the world. She knows what it's like out there. She's done all the things Woody's avoided doing. And so she brings this new lens to him that he's never seen the world through.